Lately, each day feels the same. The same routine, the same people, the same life. Nothing new. So I realized a few days ago that my life is nothing but just a loop. A loop which is going on from ages. So I wake up in the morning, get dressed, have my breakfast, go to college, attend lectures, meet my friends, come back, scroll through Instagram, have dinner, do my YouTube work, talk with my parents, sleep, and the next day I wake up and the same stuffs again. The same pattern every day. The same routine every day. The same life every day. I feel myself as a robot functioning on an algorithm I did not even write. There is nothing new happening with this life, just the loop which is repeating each and every day. The sun rises, the sun sets. The pattern remains the same. And this pattern feels boring. This routine feels boring. This life feels boring. In the never-ending loop of everyday life, there's a stark reality: monotony. Each day feels like the last, a repetitive cycle that never seems to change. It's the same old story, day in and day out. The excitement has faded, and the boredom reigns. Deja vu becomes the norm, and life feels like a never-ending loop of the same. Welcome to the world of monotonous, the realm of the truly boring. It's not just my story, but most of the people have the same thing in common. The life has become monotonous. A survey by Indeed found out that 57% of India's workforce is bored from their current job. Over 60% of US adults reported that they feel bored at least once a week. People often say things like nothing new is happening, nothing interesting is happening. Just the loop exists, which is repeating day by day, weeks by weeks, and months by months. So when I was doing research for this video, I asked few of my friends about the same thing. Is life boring? And of course, as expected, I got the answer as it is. Most of the people said the same thing. The life has become monotonous. When asked reasons for the same, most of them directly or indirectly emphasized on the same point: the loop. Okay, according to you, is life boring?
Yes, very much.
Why? Please elaborate.
Because I feel like a machine working the same hours, going to the college 9 to 4, then going back home, doing more of the college work, then sleeping, eating. So I feel like a robot doing all this stuff.
And then again,
the same, repeat. I don't feel human anymore.
No change, nothing exciting, same things every day. The feeling of stuck between the imaginary walls of their workplace or routine. No chance of growth, no creativity, and just the monotony. Nowadays, people have so much things, so much work, that they are not even permitted to think of any other things apart from their work or routine. And if these everyday activities lack novelty, lack challenge or engagement, the boredom arises. This excessive replication of the routine, lack of autonomy, and the isolation makes the life monotonous. The same pattern every day, the same routine every day, the same life every day. I also heard some people say like the life has become more of a surviving than living, which is of course not good. Because I do accept that the same things are happening every day, nothing new and just the loop. But that's not just for some particular category of population like students or employees, but nearly for everyone. Even the world's richest person, let's take Elon Musk. Do you really think his life is that interesting? He's really doing some crazy shit every day. His every day is different. Well, of course, he's really doing some cool shit apart from what we do. But the thing is, he's doing the same stuffs every day. Maybe not like us, but still the same. So, is there a solution? We'll say that afterwards. But first of all, what's the reason? Why are we having this feeling now? The previous generation didn't had such feeling. So why we? The main reason is social media. The tendency of humans to compare has put us in this situation. Every other's life seems damn fucking interesting, livable, and more happening on the social media. We see people going for crazy Saturday night clubs, Sunday morning treks, tripping to the foreign countries, going out with their partners, attending concerts, drinking, dancing, etc. And my life is nothing compared to theirs. I'm just stuck between these four walls of routine, and that's it. So my life is boring. But the thing is, everyone thinks the same. Even the one who is having all that fun feels that my life is nothing compared to others. My life is boring. And that's where the problem lies. The social media is defining us. The social media is telling us how our life should be, what is meant by enjoyment. And if your life is not like that, it's just shit. And we being humans are also getting convinced by it, believing that, oh yeah, that's the real life and this is just shit. But the real thing is, that's not real. That's just a reel. Those are just the highlights of the people's lives. You never know how that trip actually was. Just some fast changing pictures put on a trendy song is telling us that they are living the moment and not us. Maybe they do, but maybe they don't. And from a scientific perspective, Viktor Frankl, a world-renowned psychiatrist, named boredom as existential vacuum. So this concept refers to the idea that human beings always tries to find the meaning and purpose in their life, and they always try to work for that meaning or purpose. But when due to any circumstances, people find themselves in the situations which lack that meaning or fail to engage in the sense of their purpose, they experiences a sense of emptiness, dissatisfaction, and ultimately boredom. This simply means that boredom emerges when individuals engages in activities that do not align with their personal values, interests, or goals. Which I feel is, yes, it's true. Because when I thought of going to the college, I had really different kind of unrealistic expectations from it. I thought my college life will be all about party, celebration, friends, trips, events, and I'll be doing the stuffs which I really love. But when I actually went there, it was totally different. Okay, it's not like it doesn't have all this. Yes, it has. But yet the routine, the schedule, the everyday tasks doesn't provide excitement anymore. It's like just go there, do stuffs, come back and repeat. The life is automated without any purpose or meaning. And also according to the self-determination theory, people have three basic psychological needs. First is autonomy, which means feeling of control over the situations which you are in. Second is competence, which means feeling capable. And third is relatedness, which means feeling connected to others. And the situations in which these basic psychological needs are not met, it leads to boredom. Just imagine an employee stuck in a job where the same routine is repeated day after day. There's no room for any new ideas, growth, or creativity at the workplace. They just have to follow the orders without having a say. Their skills remain underutilized. And then they see their peers having the best of their life on the social media. What else other than boredom can you expect? But what's the solution? How to get rid of this boring life? See, I'm no one to tell you how to get rid of this. I'm not even that bored from my life. But the one thing I can say from my research for this video is boredom is not always bad. But boredom can be seen as an opportunity to come out of your comfort zone. This phase of your life can motivate you to try out different stuffs. Maybe you can meet new people, try out different hobbies, try out different professions and all. For example, go for stand-up comedy. Just look out for open mics, go there, perform and get out of this boring life. Okay, and if this is not the case, like where you don't want to try out this crazy stuffs, at least this boring life, this boring phase can make us realize about the importance of novelty in our life. I mean, after that boring phase, even simple fun activities can feel more exciting and enjoyable. There's a film by Irfan Khan called Lunchbox. This film revolves around the same thing, the everyday routine. How life's enchantment isn't always found in grand adventures, but sometimes in the quiet connections we establish and the ordinary moments we learn to appreciate. So if you're bored from the life, you must watch that film to know how boring life can also be interesting, how this monotonous life is a fun in itself. Must watch. And that's it about my boring video on boring life. And if you're new to this channel and want to know about me, then click here to know about me, from where I belong, what I do, etc. And make sure you comment down your views about, is life boring? If it is, then please do comment. If it is not, then also do comment on why life is not boring or why life is boring. And click here to know about me, and I'll see you there. Bye.